Like just be like, hey, I'm finna go live.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, cause you build it up. Hey, you talking about live. Yes, it's going on.
Yeah, you drinking anything on the show? Make sure I don't take off these labels. Since now
Right.
we live on YouTube. Previously we was you know, no, we just recording, so we were just doing the audio. This one, since we going live on YouTube, we gotta be able to take these labels off, cause you know, ain't nobody paying us.
Right.
So why get them some free advertising when they not giving us no advertising? They ain't even give us no free case of Gatorade in this motherfucker. Not saying that it's Gatorade,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, if it was some Gatorade, maybe shoot us a case. Maybe we can, promote your particular brand of hydration to the fitness community or to whoever else needs it.
Right.
You good?
Yep.
You ready for the show?
Definitely.
All right. Well, let's get this thing jumped off. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Etorian Hines. I'm the host of the Distorted Cosmos. You know, sometimes I be doing the most, but today we got a special guest with us here to tell us a story. If you ain't already seen this, Miss Vanilla Sunday. I like that name right there, but I'm going to give her a chance to go ahead on and introduce herself to let us know who she is. Come on.
All right. My name is Vanilla Sunday. I'm a licensed cosmetologist.
So people can see you. Okay. Okay. So licensed cosmetologist.
I'm a licensed cosmetologist, and I'm very ambitious and resilient when it comes to my business. And we're gonna start this show.
And what did you? So you said you're a licensed cosmetologist. Do you have like your own business? Do you have your own shop?
Yes,
Like,
I have my own business, and I work hard for it, and everything I put into it, I really got out of it.
what's the name of your business?
Vanilla icing.
Vanilla icing.
Yes, because I'm known for vanilla, but
Okay.
everything I do, I shoot out.
Ice you. I'll pop your shit then. Pop your shit then. So where can the people? Where can they find you?
You can find me in Grand Prairie, and I'm also local in Dallas.
Do you got a way for the listeners to book you or to go and look you up? Like what? You got a website?
Yes, I have a website.
What
You
is it?
can do it on my Instagram and go through the link
And your Instagram is what?
_ Vanilla Sunday _
And the way she spelled it is _VANILLA_SUNDAE_. It's not Sunday. It's DAE. Very specific. Don't mix it up with somebody else. Don't give nobody else no blood. We want to be sure they find you so that way they can get iced out if they need to be iced out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? All right. So, what's your web? So is your website and all that in your bio?
It's in my bio, yes.
Okay. Well, anything else you want to plug in for the people? This is your time to pop your shit. So for the listeners out there who are worldwide right now, for the people who want to, for the people who want to get in contact with you, sorry, we ain't got no studio etiquette over here. Well, yeah, for the people who want to find you, who are listening and not viewing us, what's so we just want to be sure that you get maximum exposure. Be sure that these people can find you. Be sure they can contact you. Be sure they can say lock them bookings up. Because if you in the DFW, and apparently she said if you trying to get iced out, you trying to get your wig split,
Definitely. And I'll be also selling wigs and everything that'll be on my site. And I also be doing a raffle. It'll be a $25 raffle. So whoever wanna, get a free and, explicit wig.
So,
How
I feel like you should maybe let us get one of them wigs so we can do a raffle on your behalf as well.
most definitely. Most
Okay.
definitely.
So we're going to get a unit, as y'all like to call it, and we're going to bring the unit up here and let y'all see the unit. And that way, whenever y'all want to bid on this unit, we'll come up with the contest rules and all the things that's needed so you guys can enter in the contest to have a chance to win this particular wig. So what's the dimensions on the wig? I mean, is it human hair? As a man, I don't really know all the terminologies of it, but go ahead and tell the people about the unit or the.
Yes, well, it will be a body weight
Mm.
Brazilian body weight wig. And I also have a bob wig that I'll be raffling. So
Mm.
once I get all the details and everything together, we'll start the raffle.
We'll start the raffle. All right. So on top of that, we're finna jump over to our sponsor segment. So if you didn't know, this episode is sponsored by The Distorted Cosmos. If you ever need to record your podcast, whether that be audio or visual, you can visit us at www.thedistortedcosmos.com. And since we got our special guest, Vanilla Sunday, in the house, if you use the discount code Vanilla Ice, then you
Vanilla ice.
then you can get 5% off anything store wide. If you book a studio time, if you book a podcast course, or you get any of those things using her discount code, hey, we all winning around this motherfucker. So you know what? Go out there and support. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share this again. TheDistortedCosmos.com. Hey, we lit. We lit over here.
Yes.
Also, gotta put this hat a little closer. Shout out to my people over there, my boy Frank at audacious activity. Audacious activity. Goddamn it, everything around this bitch is super audacious. So we're gonna shout out to Audacious Activity. You can find him, I believe it's Audacious Activity too.
Yep.
Is that his yeah. Yeah. Frank. I let my
Yep.
boy Frank. I let my boy Frank off. If you want to find him on Facebook, I think his name is Frank. But no, well, I know his name is Frank, but his business, Audacious Activity. Go check him out. DFW, up and coming clothing designer. He out here. Okay. Now the sponsor section is over with. So,
All right.
Miss Vanilla Sunday. Now, first off, before we really get over into this, into the podcast, let the people know how did the name come along, Miss Vanilla Sunday.
All right. So vanilla really came from, me. Most people know me. We can go from vanilla.
But you're kind of
And then-
chocolate though.
I know, but
You ain't even vanilla.
vanilla have its own meaning, and everything vanilla do, I show out. Like it can go from I sell
It got
lashes.
its own meaning. What
Yes.
that mean? We're not finna breeze past that, little mama. Bring it on back. What that mean?
Just vanilla. It's something simple and sweet.
Something simple.
It's
And
smooth, simple,
sweet.
and sweet.
Hey, I definitely can agree with that. Miss Vanilla, smooth, simple, and sweet. Y'all hear what it is? We gotta adjust these cameras real quick so we can be sure we getting everybody in them angles. If y'all over there going to live right now, go ahead on and tap us a like, give us a comment, give us a share on Miss Vanilla Sunday. She said she gonna ice it out and make it sweet. She said, fuck the color. Don't worry about that. It tastes good, feel good. Goddamn it, when you finish with me, you're gonna look good.
Exactly.
That's all they goddamn matters.
Exactly.
She said, that's all they goddamn matters. All right. So today we're going to get into a little bit about your journey and how you, excuse me, sorry I'm making all this noise right here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about your journey and how you arrived here in Dallas, Texas from the SIP. That's a long journey. I've been to Mississippi, and me personally, ain't a whole bunch of down there. So I'm pretty sure the comparison from Mississippi to Dallas is a huge difference.
It definitely is. Definitely coming from a small city to a big city is very different. It's very different.
So walk us through the transition. First off, let's start off by what part of Mississippi are you from?
I'm from Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi. They got some big ass trees in Jackson. Like, I ain't been to Jackson in a long time, but the one thing I definitely remember about Jackson, Mississippi, say you couldn't even put your arms around them motherfucking trees. They were wide, and I was like, I think I was 16 and I drove through, and it was like scared. Let me tell you that, scared. I was like, hell no, these trees is too big for me.
Yes.
Dallas ain't got big ass trees like that. We ain't got a whole lot of trees.
You got a lot of space here.
Man, it's a whole lot of plains here.
Yes.
Versus that part of the SIP is a goddamn forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you from Jacksonville, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi. I stand corrected. And what was life like in Jackson, Mississippi?
Life back home, I want to say it's amazing. It's full of love and companion. The food is wonderful. You know,
Yeah.
it's very soul tied there.
Mm.
And, you know, it's home. But, you know, sometimes home's not really where you want to be. Home can be where your love is, but somewhere else can be where your passion.
Especially if you're looking for growth that's
Exactly.
actually beyond the city limits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's basically what I desired or whatever. So I went to hair school down there, but
What high school did you go to?
I went to Jackson Hair Academy in Pearl.
Hey, shout out Jackson Hair
Yes.
Academy. If you're out there, if you went to Jackson Hair Academy down there in Pearl, you say?
Yes.
Say, I want you to give this video a like, a comment, and a share. Let everybody know that she up here doing big things in Dallas, Texas. She up here making a name for herself in Dallas, Texas. She took the education from down there and brought it up here and made something for her goddamn self. Now,
Most
if that
definitely.
don't deserve a like and a comment and a share for somebody trying to make something of themselves, I don't know what does. But I'm sorry, I digress. Let's come on back and let's push it forward. So what's the talk us through the mindset of, okay, now I'm educated and now I'm gonna take my education and do something with it.
Okay, so I can say after after I was at this school for so long, it was more like I was pressuring myself, like, oh, I want a bigger opportunity. I want to do more for myself. I want to, you know, be able to associate with people that I don't know because, you know, back home, you know, you kind of know everybody because it's a small city. But when you move to a different state and you don't know anybody, then everybody, you know, support different as well.
Facts.
So, you know, after I left there, I moved here. And that was basically my ambition and desire to do something better than I was. And I ended up going to Ogle School down here.
What
and that's
now?
where I finished at.
So what now?
Ogle's Ogle Cosmetology School
In Dallas.
in Arlington.
Agtown.
Yes.
And that's where we from.
Ogle 51.
Hey, so if you at Ogle 51 in Agtown, Texas, go ahead on and shout us out. Give us a like and a comment and square. Again, one of your students is here doing big things, doing great things. They out here, you know, trying to do something with that education, trying to be, you know, who they went to get that education for. They out here trying to do something. You should be proud. Oakley?
Ogle.
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 Ogle. Oogly. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so tell me about the plan. Was there a plan? Or was it just like, you know what? I'm finna go. Get my shit in the car, and I love y'all. I see y'all back. See y'all back at the holidays. I'm out this bitch.
There was definitely a plan. The plan was for peace, happiness, and, you know, love in all aspects.
Girl, that don't pay the bills.
And yeah,
Peace, love, and happiness ain't paying nobody bills.
it,
You gotta have a solid plan. What was the money plan?
the
Because you
mon-
gotta have somewhere to stay. You gotta have, you know,
Yes.
a plan to get some money. A plan.
Yes.
Now, the reason why I'm asking this because there's probably somebody somewhere in some small town that's wanting to take that leap of faith. What made you take that leap of faith? Like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you had the education, you had the ambition, but a lot of people have that, but they scared to
make that jump.
they scared to make that jump. What was it about
What
you
was
that
the
said,
plan?
I'm finna jump?
All right. So I had already had a work from home job that I was at for 3 or 4 years. So I was already stable enough to move around. So when, you know, I put in my application, I got approved. Once I got approved, I already had the money that I needed to make my deposit and my first payment.
Yeah.
So after I did that, you know, I got on the road. It wasn't a long plan. It was more of a destination that I was trying to reach. Once
So-
I got there, you know, I did everything, you know, that I could do to
See, y'all
make
heard what she
everything work.
y'all heard what she said. She made a plan on getting some money first.
Mm-hmm.
She got her chips together first before she just made that drive. That's always very important to be sure that you have a financial plan in place whenever you're getting ready to take a big dive because you never know what might happen.
Exactly. And also, you know, sometimes those same plans doesn't work forever. So, you know, I had to make up different ways to
Plan
make
B,
new money.
C, D, E, F, and G. And even then, you're like, shit, all them, you gotta roll the dice on all them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, okay. So, once you got down, what year did you make that transition?
I make that transition in 2021.
2021. So you was so we was, you know, I wouldn't say in
And
the thick,
it was
in the
it was
thick
in the
of the
midst of
pandemic.
the
Yeah,
it was in the midst of the pandemic.
definitely was in the thick of it.
So like instead of me, getting it all that sit down money, I was out there making real money.
So
I
you wouldn't
can't say
get no
that.
PPP,
No, I wasn't. I wish. I
man.
could.
Right? I said the same thing. Man,
Look,
should have
you
got
know-
on one of them PPPs. You know,
I
it's
should have did.
so many
Shoulda
people that got
did.
them PPPs.
Okay, and they still here. But when you
we
work,
live and you learn.
you live and you learn.
And when you getting it honestly, we don't necessarily need to try to, pull some elaborate scheme or scam. I'm not saying that everybody was scheming and scamming who got the PPP, but a lot of you motherfuckers was, and you know it. That's why they put a task force and they coming after some of you motherfuckers who got that money and ain't doing shit with it. Yeah,
Exactly. Or did the wrong shit with it.
or had them fake ass LLCs, big thick LLC. Come on, bro. You think they not gonna come after you with that bullshit?
Exactly.
These people. But I digress. All right, so again, so you got your money up, you made your way down here to Dallas, Texas,
And I got here.
and you got here.
Once I got here, I made my finances around my cost of living. And, I got here and I saw different opportunities. My son would be, excited to see everything around him. It was something I didn't want to let go, so I did what I had to do. Whether it was DoorDash, Instacart, Amazon Flex, Grubhub, Uber Eats.
Man, it was out
Wherever
there
the
getting-
money was, I would come for
out
it.
there hustling.
No sleep, 48 hours, I didn't care. As long as I
We
got
eating.
everything exactly. Long as we eating and we happy, that's all that matters. And that's why I stated that the peace, bro, had played a big part in it.
Yeah.
Because without the peace, I wouldn't be able to make the money.
Man.
So-
especially trying to weather these storms as
Yes.
an entrepreneur,
Yes.
it definitely takes a mental toll on you. It definitely takes a mental struggle on, especially when you're in a new state with no help.
Exactly, with no family and
No
real
family,
love.
no assistance. So like I said, so when I got out of the military, we went to Vegas. Again, no family, no support, didn't know nobody.
All you were happy.
All I know is I had shit. I barely was happy. I was in debt. I had just got out of the military, so I didn't want to get out of the military.
Right.
But I was like, okay, it's better if I get out than be kicked out.
Right.
So again, I had a plan, and I was like, I'm not finna go out like that. So I went ahead and got out honorably. So I'm honorably discharged. Honorably discharged disabled combat veteran. I know it's a mouthful of everything, but served my time for the country, did my due, and now I'm here to talk to you.
Okay, then.
But like I said, when I went to Vegas, it was like completely new to me. No friends, no family. We had a small child at that point in time. I had kids back in Dallas, so I was coming back and forth and not, but trying to acclimate a new small family. And when I first moved there, like I didn't move to the city limits of Vegas. I lived like 20 minutes on the outside of Vegas.
Okay.
So that was kind of hard for us because that small town didn't really have too much for A, black people,
Right.
and B, young people.
Right.
It was a retirement community. I think the biggest thing they had in the city was the goddamn Home Depot.
Yeah.
And the whole city consisted of 2 lights, a McDonald's, Walmart, Home Depot, a casino, a motherfucking a rent to own, your rent a center. Rent a center, because I had to get a
The
motherfucking
same
TV.
opportunities. You're saying that's the difference between that small state with the big state, because
Yeah.
sometimes like when a smaller state, it's hard to get jobs. You're on the wait list forever.
And I
but-
seen that in a small
Yes.
city. I'm like, I had a job already. Like I came in with a job making more than the medium amount for Las Vegas, for the state of Nevada. So I was already like, okay, I'm doing. I hate to say it with a chip on my shoulder, but I was like, I'm doing better than all you niggas around here. But I wasn't, because I was literally coming from like when you digging yourself out of a hole, just because you get money, it doesn't mean that automatically pulls you up out of a hole. Because you got to pay your bills, you got to be,
It just
be
makes that
set
hole
up.
stable enough
It
for a
just makes
moment
that
until
hole
you,
bearable enough because I'm on the way out of this hole.
Right.
I got a plan, and now I'm putting that plan of action. It's working.
Right.
So now I'm able to slowly creep about that hole. It took me 9 years to, no, I take that back. It took me 5 years to really go from when we first moved there. I think I bought my house in Las Vegas. I bought my house there next year, so I moved there in 2013. I think 2014. I bought my house in 2015. Sorry, I'm mixing up my timelines right here. So 2015 is when I bought the crib in Vegas, and it was like a 3-story house. It was like I was young as fuck. I built my home. And it was like, okay, if I don't buy, I'm paying rent for somebody, so I need to hurry up and buy.
Invest in yourself.
Still didn't fucking know nobody. Still didn't know what I was. It was a good investment because at that point in time it was a move. But again, the point is, I was making all these moves without knowing anybody in the city because I feel like the people who knew me kept saying, "You really shouldn't do this, bro. You too young to go and do this. You really too young to do this." So I can relate from taking a move from Dallas to where we had our comforts, where we had our family, from where we had, backup plans to moving to a new city with absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Ooh, a lot of people don't understand that is a fucking leap of faith. Regardless of what kind of job you got, regardless of what you got going on, you still have people, you still need that support. You still need that backing.
Support, because when you catch a flat on the freeway,
Who you gonna call?
Who you gonna call?
Who you gonna call?
But I was blessed enough for that to meet the people that I did meet when I came, because I had a backbone.
Yeah.
If I had a flag, hey, come get me.
Please. Please. I'm out here
Help
stuck.
me.
I'm out here stuck. So what was your first take on Dallas?
My first take.
From Jackson to Dallas, it's a small city.
A small city to a bigger state. So it opened my eyes bigger to bigger things.
Mm-hmm.
So like the opportunities that I thought wasn't possible became possible for me. And I couldn't go back to the small thinking.
Man,
I had to think big.
Ain't no way.
I had to think
ain't
big.
No way to go back.
Ain't no way I can go back to that. I don't care if I got to be out here door dashing till 4. I have did it.
Once you've
till 6 o'clock in the morning.
Better,
you can't go back. Can't settle for nothing less.
I can't settle for nothing less.
I don't care how much I got to get out here and grind. I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna make sure I do it until I'm done.
Anybody out here listening, say grind mode. You hear what she said? Get out there and do it until the mission's done. You know
the
how many?
The mission's complete, because you're only gonna struggle for a season.
Yeah.
And after this season up, you just gotta make sure you stay on top of everything that you need to do.
Facts. Gotta stay on top of it, because if you don't, you're liable to fall behind at the wayside at a lot of things. And if you fall at the wayside for yourself, then what does that say about your dreams, your goals, your aspirations? Like, you don't even care about these things to pursue them.
Yep.
So if you fall at the wayside by yourself.
Yes.
So we get here to Dallas, Texas. You see the opportunities. You start grinding. What year do you say, you know what, entrepreneurship is the way to go?
Last year.
So tell us about the journey that drove you right into entrepreneurship.
Okay, so my first year out here, it was more of getting on Texas level, catching up. So like rent back home, I'm finna pay $700. Here I'm finna
what?
For a 2-bedroom, 1,200 square feet.
You ain't getting two
700.
nothing. You ain't get two nothing for 700. Barely get 2 tiles. You can't even get 2 brand new tiles.
Well, here you finna spend 15 for 1 bedroom. So it's like, okay, it's a spacious 1 bedroom, or this 2-bedroom finna cost you 16. So it went from that. So now I'm more of investing into mortgage, because like you say, it's all about investing at this point. So this year it's on a different type of goal now that I've accomplished everything that I said I was going to accomplish last year.
Hey, it's all about accomplishing goals. And one thing about land, They ain't making no more of it.
Exactly. Exactly.
They ain't making no more of it.
Exactly.
So, it, let me just a tidbit for anybody who's out there. Have you bought a house previously? Ever? It's yes or no question.
Never. This year will be one.
Do not look for a single family home.
Exactly.
Look to buy a duplex or look to buy a multifamily home.
Yep.
If you can afford to do it, trust me. Trust me. Don't make the mistake I did. I had the opportunity to purchase a multifamily when I was like 20, I would say 23 or 24, but I didn't know no fucking better.
Yeah, but
didn't know no
see,
better.
my mom said I want that 2-story because I want 4. I need 5 to just for business or my child happiness.
Rooms in the house?
Hmm.
Trust me. Ain't nobody gonna clean that shit up.
That's what you can pay somebody for. You got to support somebody. It's cleaning business out here.
Yeah, I had one. For all of you don't know, for y'all who been following me long enough, everybody know we had the cleaning business. Cleaning business was still been going on. Had the franchise, then fucked me over with their new payment system. But that's neither here nor there. I definitely agree. It is people, it's family and friends who can come and clean for you. But let me trust. And then let me tell you, it ain't nothing like you cleaning for you.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing, ain't nobody ever gonna do it how you do it. And
Yeah.
trust me, that was one of the things that I went through in my cleaning business, like trying to be sure that I find somebody to do it as good as me. And I was like, man, ain't nobody as good as me. How the fuck I'm gonna trust this business to somebody who's half-assing it? But another podcaster I met, he told me 70% with this guy, and this person over here is 30%. You got your 100.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I see it. But
Put your
again,
finishing touches out there.
exactly,
You know,
exactly.
that's
But
all.
yeah, I still had. I'm a Capricorn. I work hard, and I work hard for all of my things. So to relinquish control, it's not really at the top of my list. But try to get you a multifamily. And the reason I say get a multifamily is because you get one mortgage but multiple doors. You get the other person in the other door to pay the mortgage for you or pay a majority of the mortgage for you. Now, you only paying $300 or $400. You may just be paying $700.
Mm-hmm.
Then after a year or two, you just paying that $700. You stacking up your bread. Then you say, you know what? I'm going to keep this as a rental. Then now you rent out both sides, and you use one of the incomes to pay the mortgage. You use the other one to pay for your new spot.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can double up on that mortgage to go ahead on and pay that motherfucker off. Then you use one of them. You use either one of the rents or both of the rents to invest into your new home, and then. There's so many other plays, or you can run this play again, go buy yourself another duplex because now those 2, 3, 4, 5 doors, how many you have? Because I was gonna buy a 4-plex in Killeen, 4 doors. They was going for $550 each. Right now, those same apartments, those same 4-plexes, are now going for about $1,800 each.
Dang.
The mortgage on the property hasn't changed. But you were able to go from getting a little over $2,100 a month for that building to now you're bringing in a little over 4 racks a month from that same building.
Yeah.
From that same building. That could have been me. But I didn't know no fucking better. And I skipped over on that opportunity. I had the cash. I had the cash. I didn't have the mindset.
Okay. Yeah.
So
you gotta have that mindset.
Gotta have that mindset. And I didn't have that mindset. But I know now. We all live and we learn. That's why it's very important to have informed people around you. So that way when you're making moves, they can kind of guide you to make better informed decisions. That way you don't make the same mistakes that they made. That's
Right.
one of the things that we aim to do here. Give knowledge and assistance and help out with these decisions that we, like again, moving, right? Some people may be like, I never move. I'm scared. I don't have this. But you're a living testament. Hey, you can do it. As long as you have your mindset straight, as long as you have your goals in check, as long as you're focused, you're going to be all right.
I can't say as long as you really want to. You gotta want change. You gotta want happiness. You gotta wanna go hard for yourself. because if you doing it for somebody else, you're not gonna succeed at it at all. You're gonna give up the moment the moment where everything is very, very heavy because it's not all sweet. You're gonna give up if you don't want it for yourself. And if you don't want it for yourself, ain't nobody gonna want it for you, or you know.
And it's okay, like, to just go and get a job.
Yeah.
If you can, if you can't handle this heat,
Yes.
if you can't
It's
handle
okay
this
to
heat
work.
of entrepreneurship, it's okay to work. It's okay to get a job. I used to want to push everybody into, okay, start you some kind of business, but it ain't for everybody.
It's not.
It's not. It's,
It's not.
it's a lot of mental decisions. It's a lot of fine tuning. It's a lot of checking your work, crossing your T's and dotting your I's. It's a lot of late nights. It's a lot of worrying, like, man, I got to pay this bill, this bill. I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. Yeah. Say, they, like old boy said over there, never stop grinding. You got to never stop.
Yep.
Entrepreneurship is a 24-hour grind.
Yep.
Especially if you ain't got if you haven't hit the point yet of residual income. If you are the business, which a lot of us entrepreneurs are in the beginning, we are the business. Meaning, like you can't do hair without you there to do the hair.
Right. Right.
But once you get a salon
Yeah.
and you get some stylists under you,
And I can teach it.
now you have, and you getting booth rent. Now you're making some residual income because you don't have to necessarily be in the salon for the salon to run because you got X, Y, and Z amount of the booth rent to cover your booth rent. But in the beginning, when it's just you, it's just you. So
Yes,
you
sir.
are the business. But that's a lot of entrepreneurs is how we start out, and this is where we experiencing the heartache, the trials, the tribulations. It's all risk taking. It's all a roll of the dice. Just like my boy said, it's a roll of the dice.
Yep.
Appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it. So, this nigga, bro. Yeah, you dance, man. Yeah, you in like. Excuse my homie. That's Stoner LD for all of y'all who didn't know.
Make sure everything right.
Yeah, everything rolling, fam. It's rolling. That's my guy right there. That's my kinfolk, the Stoner LD. If you're in DFW, you ever need somebody to put you on to the club scenes, to plug in with the right people at Stoner LD on Instagram. You ever need some promoter, you ever need some push at Stoner LD. That's my guy. That's my kinfolk.
Yes, sir.
That's my family. Blood.
He gonna make it happen.
Gonna make it happen. Gonna make shit step. So, yeah. All right. So now again, we talked about grinding. We talked about your move. We talking about, your status. What else what message do you have for those people who, again, it's a lot of young ladies who are scared to move, because they feel like, oh, I'm a lady. I'm a female. I can't move nowhere by my goddamn self. I'm not going to be protected.
Yeah.
So, what's your mindset to the young ladies, who are thinking about making a move to a big city, but
Well,
yeah,
you gotta have the "it's only me" mindset, and that's only because if you fall short, you gotta have that mindset. It's only me. So what? Only me gonna do about it? Are you gonna sit there and lay down and cry about it and just think about how you gonna do it, or you gonna go out there and make the money and
grind for it.
grind for it for what you want to do? But I say, don't move anywhere expecting everything to be a breeze, no matter how much money you making at the moment, because every situation has a downfall. And when that downfall comes, that's when you really know if you got that hustle in you. And if you got that hustle, it gotta be in you, not on you. It gotta be in you, because somebody can show you how hard to go all day, but if it ain't in
If
you,
that
it
ain't
ain't
it,
in you.
it ain't in you.
You gotta want it. You gotta want that dream. You gotta want the ambitions. And sometimes, a lot of people, who especially one with kids, like if you got a reason, make that your reason. And if that purpose is very precious to you, you're gonna make sure that you accomplish it.
So as I said at the beginning, I'm an author, and one of the things that I wrote about in my book is having a why. You have to identify your why. Your why is what drives you. Your why is what will get you up in the morning. Your why is what will get you. That why is what
Drives you.
it's like it drives every
Every
force
aspect.
about you. Most people, it's their children. Some people, it's the fact of, okay, if I don't grind, I'm not going to eat. So the fact of starvation,
Yeah.
I'm going to grind because
And
I like to
that's
eat.
what I always tell my
Yeah.
son. I'm like, baby, I say, um, if you don't starve, you'll never know what it feel like to eat.
Man, if you don't never starve, you'll never know what that feeling is like.
You'll know what it feel like if you don't starve.
Crying.
If you don't starve, you ain't never ate them noodles. You don't know what it gonna feel like to eat a juicy steak.
Man, man, my bad. You know what? It is crazy because my kids was eating, Salt Bake, right? The guy.
Yeah.
My kids were fucking that steak up. I'm talking my babies fucking it up. I'm like, bro, I just got the money to be able to afford Salt Bake.
Yeah.
I just was able to be able to taste some Salt Bake. And here your little ass is. I'm
Just
talking, he had
munching.
the tomahawk bone.
Ain't
I'm
one
like,
stop. Yes.
but I was grateful that I was able to give my children these experiences. I'm grateful that they're able to see the side of life now at that age
Exactly.
versus waiting till they're in their 30s to just now experience these type of things. So hopefully the idea is if this is your starting point, hopefully you go a hell of a lot further if this is where you're starting from, right? So I hope that resonates with them, and I hope I don't breed no spoiled, entitled ass young children. Cause
Speaking of that, I don't feel like with me, like I don't feel like if I give my son a steak that he gonna let this steak get to his head because I don't want my child to have to go through what I went through or struggle to get to where he want to get just because I don't want him to be spoiled. No, I want him to know that he can have the world if he put his all into it.
if he put his
So,
all into it, it's the
exactly.
important part. If he
Exactly.
put his all into
If
it.
he put his all into it, and my way of showing him to put his all into it is when I get up and I put a uniform on every day so he can see. So when you work for what you want, you get what you work for out of it.
And that's why I believe these podcasts are so important. These YouTube videos are so important because it's a proof of concept. No matter what it is, your kids will be able to always roll back this tape, whether it be 2 months, 2 years, 20 years, and be like, you know what? My mama said that right here. I can go online and look at it. My mama was a hustler.
Yeah.
My mama went out there and got it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm here in this state because my mama took a leap of faith. My mama she took a risk. She was hungry. She wanted to change her situation. And through her change in her situation, it provided me with the opportunity to get to where I am today. We are all like everybody right now, we are a product of the decisions of our grandparents, our great-grandparents, the grandparents before them. They made a decision and choices to whether that's to mate, whether that's to migrate, whether that's to build. Some build, some didn't. Some were just getting it how they was lived, because how they had to get it, because survival was the mindset versus the other. Okay, look, I got a little leeway right here, so I can create an opportunity right here. I didn't have either one of those motherfuckers, so I had to. I'm creating that opportunity now.
Right.
I'm changing the genetic history of my family now. I'm changing the DNA of my children now by simply moving different. By moving different, by having a different mindset. Again, it opens up so many doors. It opens up so many ways that your children wouldn't even know that was possible. And that's because, as you said, coming from Jackson to Dallas, it was like, man, there's a slew of opportunities. This fucking I can do anything.
Yes, they gonna hire you next day.
Facts. Hottest podcast in Dallas. Hey, turn up my G.
Yes,
Turn up
sir.
my G. So yeah, appreciate you, man. You went through both lives. I definitely appreciate you, my G. Don't forget to
Yes.
follow your boy too at thedistortedcosmos.com. I'm gonna go and check you out. The hottest though, yeah. I'm gonna go and check you out, broski, because you done jumped over to both live. You done been engaging on both live. I rock
Right.
with you, fam. I rock with you.
Active.
I'm shouting you out too, right now. On a global podcast that gets, and it's crazy because I get more listens throughout across the world than I do here. But I'm trying to change that through my engagement, through the same thing he's doing now, engaging, staying engaged, and that way you let the people know that you're there. And trust me, as the content creators, the engagement is super important. The engagement is how we as content creators getting our message out there. Shout out Chicago in the shy. Matter of fact, I got a podcast buddy out there who actually I think it's called the Black Sheep podcast. So he collects people who are the black sheep of the
Okay.
family. So I was kind of the black sheep of
Okay.
my family too. So
Oh.
exactly. So therefore we are going to do a joint venture. So shout out Chicago. I might pull up into the shy in the summertime, but I heard it's they call it Chirac for a reason.
Exactly.
But there with a local, I may be able to be all right, even be able to move in them back streets. As a tourist, I don't really know what's going on. I'm going to see the beam. I want to see the tourist shit. But all the people though, all the people know where all the good food spots at.
Yeah.
You be like, man, I know you see that on TV, but let me take you
That
around
corn
here.
on the cob that they got they fried.
Who did that? Chicago?
Chicago, yes.
They got some fried corn? I'm gonna have to check that out right there.
Yes.
Say that boy said forever you good. Exactly. See, that's the type of shit. It's all love. I appreciate that. We're gonna pull up to the shy. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to the _HOTTESTHO. The hottest dope. The hottest dope. That's the hottest though. That boy been showing love. He been getting active around here. So look here, we finna go ahead on and wrap it up. But before we wrap it up, little words of inspiration from us both. I'm gonna go first. The words of inspiration for the day is find yourself. Once you find yourself and you know who you are, you can take yourself to new heights. Because you look at yourself for who you are right now, you're not the same person you were a year ago. You're not the same person you were 5 years ago. You're not the same person you were at 18. You were somebody completely different. So find yourself now and look at that person. Look at this new you in the mirror and say, I can do anything. And if you're already doing anything, do bigger things. As you said, think big.
Exactly.
Think bigger, think bolder. There's nothing that you can't do if you set your mind to it. If you're hungry enough, if you starving enough, if you want it, if you got that drive, anything is up to you. Anything is at your grasp. You just have to want it. And that's my 2 cents for the night. What you gonna give Miss Vanilla Sunday? Vanilla Sunday. What you gonna give the people?
My inspiration would be, even if you're a single mother, if you really want it, if you make your space big enough, there's plenty of opportunity to be big enough for the space that you create. And just because something doesn't work out the first time, you can't never give up, because it may be perfect for you the second time. And just because you ain't got $1 million today, won't mean you won't have $1 million tomorrow.
Keep going, even if you fail twice.
Even if you fail 3 times.
3 times.
4 times. 5 times.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
As long as you don't give up.
Don't give up. Keep grinding and keep doing it for you. Keep doing it for you. So again, my name is Etorian Hines. I'm the host of the Distorted Cosmos. Sometimes I be doing the most, but it's all good though. If you want to check out our more podcasts from us, you can visit the website at www.distorted, DISTORTED, Cosmos, COSMOS.com. If you want to be a guest on the podcast, there's a form right there. You can just fill it out. We'll email you back within 48 hours. You can select your day you want to be on, the time you want to be on, and we'll schedule it for you. If you want to come and record your podcast, again, pull up on us. Right there in that same section, it has the same section to reserve your spot to come in and record not only your audio podcast, but you can do your YouTube videos. You can do anything you feel. We can switch up the colors of the lights. We can, and if you need some promotion for your podcast, then we can get at my boy Stoner LD. He can really put you out there, not only just on Instagram, but he can put you out there in the club scenes, or he can promote your products or whatever you have going on. So we got a lot of information going over here. We got a lot of entrepreneurship going on here. If you need your wig split, again, Miss Vanilla Sunday.
Underscore
She
Vanilla
got you.
Sunday.
Underscore Vanilla Sunday underscore. Go tap in with her right now. If you're on her live right now, send her a like right now. Tap, 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 tap. All we just need to know you're there. If you're there with us, just tap, tap real quick. If you're also there, if you ain't shared it, if you listening to this, if you watching this, if you ain't shared this out with somebody, if you ain't liked this video, if you ain't subscribed, you ain't hit that bell notification, you need to go and do all that right now. Right now.
Right now.
Right now. There's no reason why you shouldn't be doing that. Tap in with us.
Tap in.
Tap in. All right. Well, Miss Vanilla Sunday. You got anything else?
All right. Just support. I got the wig raffle coming up. All type of different wigs. So, just hit the link. Underscore Vanilla Sunday underscore.
And now for all her people, Miss Vanilla Sunday, y'all get 5% off using her discount code Vanilla Ice at the website www.thedistortedcosmos.com. 5% off. Go ahead on ahead. Help your girl out. Use her discount code. Use her discount code. Go buy yourself some shit. Buy yourself a hat. Book a podcast course. The course is $800, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of expensive, but we gonna teach you everything about podcasting. We gonna get you full episodes. We gonna get you basically like a one-on-one coaching. We give you everything you need. And for all of y'all who have a business, it's a tax write-off. So that's what a lot of young entrepreneurs don't know. It's a tax write-off. Any kind of education, anything you need for your business, as long as you use a business card to purchase it, or you purchase it in pursuit of income, trust me, you can get a tax write-off for these items. Clothing, as long as you can stitch your logo on the side of it, on the back of it, it's a tax write-off. So on that note, she getting a phone call. We finna go ahead on and jump this thing off. We finna go ahead on and log off. We appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. We appreciate y'all for all the shares. We appreciate all the likes. Damn, is it reacting to me? It seems like every time I say something, I'm gonna forget the blinking in the motherfuckers. All right, y'all. On that note, we finna go right and head out again. It's your boy, Torian Hines. I'm the host of the Distorted Cosmos, and today I got my very special guest, Miss at Vanilla Sunday, SUNDAE underscore.
Tap in.
Tap in. And on that note, we out of here.